What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Zamboni. I'm a musician and astrologer, and it is time for the astrology of the week ahead. As always, I thank you so very much for being here with me. You could be anywhere else. Most folks probably even skip past this first minute while I'll be doing my ad reads and shit. Thank you so much for chilling with me. If you make it past that point, I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all for sending it to a friend and all that. I appreciate you when you tag your little friend in the comment section and all that. I appreciate you when you got a comment for me and you have something interesting to say about what I be doing. I appreciate all that. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to get a reading, you go to zamboniphone.com. If you, I don't know. Go get a reading. It's a gang of stuff out there, and I be forgetting what's on there a lot of times because it's so much. It's merch. It's podcasts. It's music out there. I keep trying to make some new music, so that keep. Here we go with it. But we have been up in this Mercury retrograde and this Mars retrograde for a minute, right? And so the delays are real out here in these streets. Let me tell you what's up though. This week, Mercury is looking better than we have seen for a little while. Mercury is looking like we might get some. We might be able to. This is a good week for restoration and repair, especially along Mercury lines. So Mercury is going to be the communicator, the transportation joint, like working together in some kind of way. Especially with like trying to communicate ideas and ideals and these kinds of things, insofar as teamwork requires strong communication, and insofar as teamwork has been breaking down for the last few weeks because communication has been poor, because there has been, so Mercury has been retrograde in Sagittarius, right? So Sagittarius is as far away from home as possible for Mercury. So Mercury is already not doing the best Mercury that can happen in this position, right? And then moving backwards, we're looking at delays, miscommunications, all the standard issue Mercury retrograde things, wires getting crossed. Like I said the thing and I thought it was going to be hilarious and then didn't get a laugh. And in fact, these motherfuckers is mad at me now and like all of that type of stuff, right? All of that has been going on for a little while. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is in Gemini, also in detriment or exile, as far away from home as possible. Now, there has been a little mutual reception here. They are ruling each other. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, right? Like there's a little situation there. But in my experience this time, and you can let me know what's going on with you in the comment section, but my experience this time is that like it has been mostly troublesome. It has been mostly like Jupiter, for the most part, Jupiter's job is to say yes to things. Jupiter's job is to expand and improve. I have noticed that throughout this time, this Mercury retrograde especially, that expansion and improvement are not the same thing, right? More is not always better. And so there's been a lot of that kind of thing. Jupiter is, Jupiter has the best intentions at heart for the most part. You know what I mean? Jupiter's trying, but like Jupiter is not able to do any of the improvement that you want. Every time we get Jupiter, we also get Saturn. Saturn is in this overcoming square to Jupiter, and also not for nothing square to that Mercury too. So like and it's Saturn's job to say no to things. It's Saturn's job to get in the way, create obstacles, negation, denial, all that sort of shit, right? So where Mercury has been on some bullshit for a while, and like maybe that has been, I don't always necessarily know that Mercury has the best intentions. Jupiter generally has the best intentions. Jupiter's trying to help. Mercury, I don't have that sense. Mercury is a trickster figure, you know what I mean? Mercury thinks it's funny to fuck shit up. Mercury is the one who like, I was just in a reading the other day and I was talking about, I brought up the Persephone myth, and so Hermes is the one that goes, Hermes and Mercury are the same. And so Hermes is the one that goes down to negotiate for Persephone's release, right? And the reason for that is because Hermes is the only one who can navigate both the upper and the lower realms, right? And so there's a kind of familiarity there with like that which is sus, and rotten and decrepit and these kinds of things. Like Mercury is down for that as much as Mercury is down for like being in the daylight, chilling with like on Mount Olympus and all that. You know what I mean? Like, so Mercury does not always have your best intentions at heart. So when we're looking at a Mercury retrograde, let's not forget that Mercury station retrograde square to Neptune in Pisces as well, right? And so anytime we see a Neptune, the Mercury situation, then the information is poor. Maybe it is deceptive as well, right? So I don't know, maybe we give them the benefit of the doubt over here. Maybe it's not deceptive. Maybe you haven't been lied to in the way that that could happen. Maybe it was an overestimate. Maybe it was an underestimate. Maybe we, like thought it was going to work out, and then it didn't work out in the way that we thought. And so now things are like have gone awry, right? So that has been the story so far. This week, now we get to see, so Mercury is in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is getting some help this week. Love to see Jupiter actually getting some help, because it's been all of these obstacles with Saturn and all that. This week, Venus is in Aquarius and making a trine to that Jupiter in Gemini. So a trine is a helpful, beneficial, supportive aspect. It's friendly, friendly in the way that Jupiter and Venus are already friends. They are already benefics. They are already trying to bring comfort and warmth and togetherness and harmony and cooperation and all these things, right? In an aspect to one another that is by its nature supportive and helpful. In air signs, this is good for communication. This is good for like, okay, so that didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to work out. I can see that was a problem for you. I'm so sorry that was a problem. Let me tell you, I got problems too. This has been going on for me also. Part of what I did was I had to pass on some of what was going on, because my thing got delayed, and so I couldn't get to you on time, all this kind of thing, right? So being able to work out and explain and come to terms with each other looks really possible this week. This looks like the kind of thing where, there has been plenty of opportunity for strife and conflict, and Venus often looks like a bit of salve on that kind of thing, right? A certain kind of like, maybe we can smooth this out and make things a little better. Maybe we can even envision some kind of togetherness or cooperation or teamwork that could bring us, like we can take this problem that has happened, and actually this can make us stronger. This can build our relationship in some kind of way. This is a really good week for building up relationships. And so we should take advantage of this, because Venus is not always, like Venus has been in rough shape also. Like we've seen Venus, conjunct Pluto. So Venus conjunct Pluto, that in Aquarius, that's, going to be jealousy or feeling possessive or insecure, threatened in some kind of way of when it comes to the relationship stuff, the things are, what's a nice way to say that? Feeling threatened a lot, especially since we also can see that Venus conjunct Pluto has been opposite to Mars, and Mars is retrograde. Go outside and look at Mars retrograde in the sky. I don't know if y'all been doing that, but it's been dope. Go outside, see that red star in the middle of the night. It is kind of terrifying, but it's really beautiful to look at. And so Venus opposite that Mars retrograde has been more of this like grinding, aggressive, relationship stuff. And so to see Venus moving past that and into a trine with Jupiter looks like a moment where it's like, okay, all right, how are we going to build this up? What is actually going to work for us? Mercury is stationing direct this week, where Mercury is moving forward. So Mercury is now, we're going to retread these same steps, right? Anytime we see a retrograde, there's going to be a forward, a backward, and a forward pass. We're on that third bit here. So how can we take what we've been examining so deeply for so many weeks at this point? How can we take that and build it into something that is more plausible, that is actually actually improved because we went through so much bullshit. Sometimes, you know, there's mistakes in the plan and you didn't realize that there were mistakes in the plan. Maybe it wasn't deceptive. Maybe no one was lying. Maybe there just were holes in the plan and you needed to figure that out. Now we have seen where the holes are, and we can patch that up with each other together in a bonded teamwork kind of way. There's a good opportunity for this week. And, you know, let's get to it. Let's work together, y'all. We can do this. Appreciate you.